before, when you're doing these you're trying to get some crisp lines, you want to sand the wood, make sure it's a nice smooth surface. These basswood sheets are pretty good at coming in smooth, but just like at the beginning, I just did like kind of a light sand with that 220 grit sandpaper. You just want to make sure it's not rough and has like a lot of like those little fine filaments sticking up. It'll kind of get in your way and create more bumps.
So I'm going to work on these fancy drops here with the texture running through them. So the vein that's going through the water droplets is all about negative space. So we just need to really be careful to burn around that white stem.
I turn it down to a 4 so that I do have more control. I have to go slower because the temperature is down a lot more. But look how I was too quick with that one. It was too hot, and look how perfect that one is because the temperature is just lower, so it allows me to go slower and allows that time for me to rotate the nib in my fingers.
There we go. So an outline for me is this snout, but you can see here that this is a white snout, and behind it is white fur, but it's slightly shadowed with a little bit of light gray. So I don't want a hard outline there. So what I'm going to do instead to outline the snout is use dots, because every so often I can definitely add a little black fur detail, cover up that dot, no problem. And then I'll also leave the rest up to shading. So I just do some dots here. Dots. So when I lift this, you can see there's a snout right there. So now it's proportionate. I know where to burn.
So different woods can definitely affect the quality of your art and like the way the colors come through. I mean, if you're adding color to your art, the natural color of the wood can affect how your shading comes out too. Because like on cherry, my 1 and 2 like didn't even really show up. Whereas the 2 on the rainbow poplar, like it's there. It's very, very light, but 2 on my cherry like didn't give me anything. This is due to the hardness, again, going back to that hardness of the grain, the density, the compactness of the wood grains.
In order to create this rounded look, we will be setting the tool down in the darkest area and quickly pulling it to the lightest area while also lifting it up. And we will be doing that from the center point towards this lighter midline, and also from the outer edge toward the midline. So this lighter area appears to come forward in the composition because it is burned less. So we want to set our tool down because right now heat is building up because I'm not actually actively wood burning. So wherever I set down my tool is going to be the hottest and therefore burn the darkest. So I'm going to start there and pull up. And we're just going around, and you can reorient however it makes sense for your hand.